As the title suggests, I sold my car and instead I got myself a bicycle. This is how it went. I personally do not like running long distances, but with biking, it's a good way for me to get a cardiovascular workout in while going to wherever I need to go. Also, it's genuinely really fun. Just something about cycling is just so fun. To feel the wind in your face, bugs splattering all over your cheeks, pedaling with your feet, having stinky shoes, feeling the quads burn. It's just a different vibe from driving a car. Why did I do this mini experiment? It started out as a response to the ridiculous gas prices that were happening, and now I see biking as a healthy alternative way of travel. I've learned that not every trip needs to be done in a car, and I actually feel confident and look forward to the short distance trips with my bicycle, even if it's like 100 degrees outside. With all of this said, I think it's really important to note biking is actually a dangerous thing unless your city has the infrastructure in place to protect riders, such as dedicated bike lanes. Where I am currently at, there is no such thing and it is not very friendly.
Well, how's it going, everybody? So it's the second week where I'm bicycling for my daily commutes. Instead of utilizing a car, I just went grocery shopping about 8 miles away. I've got about 25 pounds of groceries on my back, and I'm filming right now because I just wiped out pretty hard. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Oh gosh. So if you look at my knee, not only that, my bike is now off center, and I think this is a learning lesson for me that I need to start carrying a first aid kit, because you never know when things like this are gonna happen. I have about another 6.5 miles to go home. Oh, that sucked. Anyways, checking out. All right, everyone. So it's approximately 103 degrees outside, super sunny. It's just one of those typical August summer heats. I said I wasn't gonna ride my bike anymore. I'm done. After what happened the other day, I couldn't help it. Ended up getting another bike. I will insert pictures right here. I love it. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw the pictures on the internet. I gotta have it. That's what I said to myself. Reason being is that my phone that I'm holding right now is also pink. Something about it, man, just pink. The vibes. I just align with those vibes, okay? Anyways, there and back, total of 16.2 miles at about 103 degrees. Smooth ride. Biggest driving factor is my old bike was a lightweight aluminum road bike that weighed 21 pounds. I put it onto the scale and verified. Aluminum frame. The new bike that I got, same price range, is steel, and it has fat tires, which weighs a lot, but it helps with the comfort factor, and it's 28.8 pounds. Rounded up to 30 pounds. Smoothest ride I've had. And not only that, the fastest that I got to the gym, which is my daily commute. Funny, right? Because I work from home. Hold on, the camera's a little, because it was in my pocket, the camera's a little blurry. Oh yeah, a little bit more crisp, I hope. The fastest that I ever got to the gym on my black road bike was 34 minutes. Today was the first time, I didn't even do a test ride. First time that I took it to the gym. I got there in 32 minutes. So I beat my personal best by 2 minutes. And I think once I fix the saddle height and some other stuff, make some minor adjustments, I'm gonna push for 30 minutes. I think I can do it. But anyways, on my way home, this is how you know you live in the deep south, and it irritates me, right? And I don't know why I get so much aggression, okay? I was riding on the sidewalk, which, by the way, check your local laws. Sometimes you're not allowed to be on the sidewalks with a bicycle. The state that I'm in right now, it's perfectly okay. I'm on the sidewalk about a mile out from my residence, and this big, fat white dude with a beard in a huge Dodge Ram pickup truck, lifted tires. He rolls down his window and he screams at me, "You effing," with the F, "maggot, nice pink bike," screaming at me. And I just look at him and I smile because I'm like, hey, because you never know. In the South, he might be strapped with a gun. And I hate the fact that you got to be worried about things like that, right? You never know what crazy person here might just pull out their rifle or shotgun and just shoot you. I hate it, right? And those same type of people, they disguise it as the right to bear arms, Second Amendment. And I hear all of that, but sometimes when you pair somebody with road rage who can't handle their emotions and anger, and they have a gun and they're doing open carry, they might just shoot me, right? So I'm just sick of it all right now. But all that to say, back on a bike, so much fun. It's like an unhealthy relationship. I know I shouldn't be riding my bike in the South, but I can't help it. It is so much fun. Anyways, what do you want to say to the people, young Bonnie?
I want to say that I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my daddy that he's able to ride again and he just has a boo-boo on his knee. I love you, Bonnie.
Signing off. I think now is the 3rd week that I'm riding a bicycle ever since I sold my car. Ahoy, ahoy. So I just got back from the gym, biked my way over there, biked my way back, and here's what I had to do in order to protect myself from crazies out there. You know, the ones that want to take me out. No joke, even an hour ago, there was a car full of nice looking gentlemen who kept honking at me and yelling at me. Wasn't even in their way. But this is what I did essentially. I went ahead and bought a phone mount to put onto my really sexy, pretty pink bike, which I named Saturday, by the way, because it was supposed to be delivered on a Saturday, got delayed, got here on a Monday, but the vibes that I get is Saturday. You know that song that's like, do you remember Saturday night, September? Something like that. Besides the phone mount, what I also have is this backlight right here, and it's super bright. See that? And there's 4 different settings. The one I use is a strobe because it lasts the longest in terms of battery duration. And this right here, I rest it against the stem, and when I move it, it moves with it. And the reason why I put it above the stem is so that during bumpy rides, it does not slip. So, full disclosure, I had to buy 3 different phone mounts, and I had to return all 3 because what happens is when I would install it like right here or right here, as I'm riding, the phone mount would slip. Even if all of these are tightened, and we even went as far as tying strings to tie it down even further, still doesn't work. So what I found to work is putting the phone mount directly above the stem so that the stem can support the weight of the phone, and so this doesn't cause the mount to slip. Hopefully that makes sense. And then what I do is I put the phone right here, and then that's the visuals that you see on the road.
When I was younger, I don't recall ever wearing a helmet when I rode a bicycle. But as an adult, I don't know what switched in me, but safety is the name of the game. So no matter the duration of the trip, 1 mile or 20 miles, I always put my helmet on first. Safety matters when you get older, I suppose. And this is a startling statistic from the American Association of Neurological Surgeons. About 500,000 Americans go to the emergency room every year due to bicycle injuries. Of that, 85,000 on average are associated with head injuries. So wear a helmet, please. Moving on to another topic. With biking, it's hard to multitask because you really have to focus on your surroundings and other cars. Yet, it's a lot more peaceful and relaxing than being stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic in Nova or in LA or in New York City. Been there, done that, not too fun. And because everything is a lot more slow-paced on a bicycle, you get to sit with your thoughts and think about the day and what else you need to do, or even reflect. Unlike being stuck in traffic, on a bicycle you're still moving, so it feels like a cheat code. Riding the bicycle gives me one more excuse to stay in shape. Because if I need to do a 15-mile round trip to the grocery store to pick up some eggs and milk, it's more difficult to do that endeavor if I'm not living an active lifestyle. And besides, I have 2 little poodles who depend on me, and so we go running and working out every day. So that's another excuse. A random shower thought is I genuinely miss the days when I lived in Asia. And even though I didn't own a vehicle, I was so happy to walk or take public transit. Because if I did that, I could focus on doing other tasks such as revising scripts for the YouTube or refreshing my grocery list while I let the subway driver take me from point A to point B. In the United States, I have grown dependent on driving myself everywhere. And so the bicycle has become a healthy option for me. And this is gonna be totally off topic, but the older that I get, the more that I appreciate a city with above average public transportation infrastructure and bikeability options. Those are 2 options that I did not care about at all 5 years ago. But now it's a huge deciding factor of where I want to live. Now, I don't want you to think that riding a bicycle is all rainbows and unicorns and farts that smell like cologne, because there are definitely some downsides. The first one is, as an individual, I tend to avoid direct sunlight whenever I can. Why? Because I want to protect my skin from the harmful rays, and also I just do not like the sun in general. So when you're riding a bicycle, you're forced to flirt with the sunlight, unless you ride at night, which is really dangerous. Not a risk that I'm willing to take. So I actually ended up getting some gnarly tan lines all over my legs and arms and neck. And on the topic of sunlight, another downside is you are at the complete mercy of Mother Earth and whatever weather is happening that day. If it's raining or snowing, you're in for a fun time. The second major downside, with all of this said, I live in a rural area with a terrible public infrastructure in place. There's a lot of areas here that do not even have a sidewalk. So I had to still utilize a car from time to time because some places were just impossible to bike to. Downside number 3, a simple drive that would normally take 15 minutes translated to about 60 to 80 minutes on the bicycle to go the same distance. The Google Maps route predictor is way off when it comes to bicycling. So there you have it. Started this journey in July of 2022, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. I'm going to continue to utilize the bicycle whenever possible if the weather permits, and if the destination that I need to go to is not over 100 miles away. And before you run out and buy a bicycle because I convinced you, check your local marketplace like Facebook. You might be able to land a good deal there. And until next time, let's be better and do better. It is really cool. It's currently 42, 43 degrees outside. So cold. It's freezing, but we're out here. Shorts. Let's get it. Guys, I'm just really excited about this stuff. And because of that, I'm super passionate about sharing it with y'all in the hopes that it can genuinely help you. I'm not the world's smartest. I don't know everything. I'm just a dumb, hairless ape that goes ooga ooga, that just happens to look Korean. I think what I'm saying is right, but I could totally look back in 5 years and say what an idiot I was. But that's the journey of life. You live, you learn, you grow, you down an entire box of glazed donuts in one sitting. The message of this video moves me, so I hope that it can move you as well. At least from the couch to the bathroom, to let out the fart that you've been holding while watching this video.